All right, we're online. Hello, everybody. We are actually going to have this broadcast on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So if you're on YouTube, I'm pretty sure you're one of the OGs. So hello there. If you are joining on Twitch and you're new to the channel, also welcome. I am WickedBuilds. I do have a channel dedicated to No Rest for the Wicked builds and guides and so on. And I've decided to start streaming on Twitch also. I've been streaming on YouTube for a few days now. This is the 8th episode of what we've been streaming on YouTube so far, where we're trying to play this game as a new player. However, I am not a new player, so the experience might vary. Anyways, this is, as I said, the 8th episode of this broadcast. So we are quite a bit through the campaign. We are actually on the last leg of the campaign at this point. I don't have the YouTube chat, so I'm just going to use my phone. I have a lot more people watching on YouTube and Twitch, but we'll see how that goes. So hello everybody on YouTube. Sorry, I had to do a little bit of an introduction for anybody that's joining on Twitch. Just gonna see which one works, which platform works better. I'm not even sure if my rig can handle this like double streaming, but I'm just gonna test it, I suppose. We'll see. Hi Matthew, hi Jerry, it's good to see you guys again. How are you guys doing? Oh, okay, so this is the old house. I forgot. In the last episode we came here and we checked out the wands and everything. So let's go to the stream room. I hope there's no problem with the sound. Matthew, can you confirm if you hear this? Just don't want to have another one of those days when the sound is not working. Alright, that's good. That's good. Oh yeah, it is Friday.
If not, beat a path of order through the chaos.
If you're in school and it's Friday, I know it might not feel like Friday. We have Into the Wicked here. He's going through a bit of schooling right now, and seems like he's a bit overworked. So it might not really feel like a weekend or a Friday. Just, I know school schedule can get quite tough. So if you're in that boat, hang in there. It'll be over before you know it. You'll get your degree and you'll be out there doing real work. Or maybe you'll become a streamer. Never had I thought ever I would find myself in here. It's like I still have not really digested it yet, so to say. Not that I see myself as some kind of a YouTube star or anything, but it's just like I never thought I'd be doing this. I remember when I did the first video, it was purely because I was having a conversation. It was just hard to type it all out, so I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to make a video of this since there's really no source material out there, first of all, and nobody wanted to make any videos about this game's systems and whatnot at the time. And then there was a little discussion that started in the comments section, so I had to do a follow-up video, and then people started asking, it's like, what is the build you're using? So I was like, you know what, I'll just make a build video and then put build videos out, and for some reason people liked it. I think the videos themselves, they don't, I don't have any production skills. Like everything, like all the editing I do is like on free software, and just all the stuff I'm just learning on the go. My expertise don't go beyond doing professional Zoom calls and whatnot, but hey, you need to learn and adapt, and staying up to date with the gamers. School is this you don't even remember what school is. The whole point of school is that you need to prove to someone that you had the chops to stick around for 4 years and do repetitive work and show up on time and got the job done, so that when they hire you, they know that you have some kind of work ethics. Otherwise, I think most programs, even engineering, and okay, maybe I shouldn't make these declarations. I don't want to sound like an idiot, but I truly think most of these programs that take 4 to 5 years, it could be condensed into a 1-year program. That's just my but enough about school. You're not here to talk about school. Where were we? We want to see what quests we have available, because the last time one of these quests actually had this, like, look at this ring. This ring is almost maxed out on the damage. Sure, it doesn't have plague damage reduction, but it does have heat resistance, which is almost as good. That goes to show you really do need to get on top of your dailies. Yeah, yep, into the wicked. That's what it is. It's about commitment. If you've gotten in, that means you have the mental capacity to go through. You just have to pull through the commitment and the work, and gotta show people that you can stick through it. So there's something I wanted to talk about, because this is something that we never really talked about in this series, and since this is a new player experience, and we might actually have some new players watching this, it is good to give out some constructive tips, because you can watch anybody play these games, and there are people out there who have much better mechanical skills than me. But what I excel at is looking at systems, not just games, just how my brain is wired. I guess I look at systems and my head just dissects things, and I find ways to tinker with things, basically. So what I wanted to get at, which is something, why do I have so much wood in my I was gonna say so much wood in my pants. I have a lot of wood in here. I need to process these. What I wanted to show you was a comparison between chests. So I need to buy a large chest. Man, this guy's expensive lately. I'm dripping in motion? Is this problem with my is there a problem with the stream? Is it laggy? Or is that some kind of is that an expression that I don't know about? Trip. I think I have a drip. This character looks like a ragtag bandit. Look at him. Look at his legs. We. All right, what was I gonna do? Okay, so let's. What? What? Okay. sometimes you can find the odd piece of wood being sold by this dude, and yes, it is exactly the one that we need. This is also part of the reason why you want to check him every day and you want to upgrade him every day, because of things like this. He just like it's literally like a general store. Sometimes you're short one thing, or like there's a gem you're missing, especially at the start of the game if you're just starting out. He's probably the most important upgrade in town. First because let me get this rod. First because you get rings from him. Do I need this? I don't need this. I don't need this. Let's stay on topic. I have a bad habit of going on tangents sometimes, especially when I have something in my mind that I want to talk about. Okay, so on the subject of inventory management, I have no idea if the upcoming patch is actually going to have any changes made to the inventory. For whatever reason, I forgot that runes were already stacking, and I was excited. I'm like, co-op is gonna have stacking runes. That's because I stopped playing this game for almost 3.5 months. I was away, and I literally came back because of the co-op beta, because I wanted to test things. So yeah,
maybe it's time you better this.
Let's just accept these quests right now. And the weeklies are updated, and dailies are here. All right. Okay, so here is what I wanted to talk to you about. You see, what the heck? When did I buy another one of those stones? Okay. Okay. So this space. In this space, you can put 2 medium-sized chests, right? Now, the medium-sized chest, I believe it has 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 5, that's 30 slots. And then in that same space, you can also fit, and sometimes, but you see how like this is the exact same space being occupied, right? I'm gonna put this guy here, and look, let's look inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, as you can see, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 30 here, and you get 40. So you get 10 more slots in the space, in the same space as 2. These 2 in total are giving me 60 slots, whereas this alone is giving me 40. These chests are not optimized for space, and the more you play the game and the more stuff you're going to gather, you will quickly realize that you are running out of space in your houses, and all your houses are going to turn into little chest houses basically. So you want to conserve as much space as possible. It is more beneficial for you to put 2 chests, 2 medium chests together, and it's also cheaper to make, and the material is easier to farm also, because this only takes birch wood and iron, spruce and iron, This takes silver and birchwood, which is harder to process and is harder to mine. So it's not only it's not space efficient, it's also not effort efficient. So the amount of storage space you gain per effort and space is not as good if you were to use two medium chests instead of a big one. But I know some people are OCD like I am, and it matters to put, say you have it in your head that you want all your rings in this one chest and you want to do that. I get it. But from an inventory management point of view, go with medium chests. Don't waste your time and money on these. That's all I wanted to say about inventory management at this point. Now, speaking of inventory management, I am having a hard time managing my own inventory, it seems. So what I will do now, first I have to go and use the ichors that we picked. The ichor. I think I'm gonna die if I jump down there. Did they make it? Can I make it? I swear to God. If Mooney's watching this, please put haystacks down under spots like this and let us do the Assassin's Creed jump.
Spare any cop. If your pockets are weighing you down, we've no need to.
Also, if you have an NPC that's asking for copper, give us the ability to give them copper. It would be good for immersion, I think. I'm sure they're going to do this stuff down the line. They have also already a few interactive things with the NPCs that you can do. Speaking of which, if you haven't done that before, you will come up here. This woman, I think she's a prostitute. I think.
What is this?
They've changed her lines? I swear she used to say some...
You. Oh.
Maybe I'm thinking about someone else. Anyways. This lady...
Oh, excuse me. Don't mind me. I'm sorry.
Funny, she looks like a friend of mine.
You don't want to talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me.
Yeah,
There was a time when I thought I might. I was going to.
but she doesn't want to talk to anyone, but if you keep doing it...
I don't know why you're still talking.
Keep talking to her.
Go out. I'm all right on my own.
Her name is
Please
Petra.
just leave me be. I'm not going. Oh, why do you keep I suppose I could stop.
Yeah,
by.
just be
For a
persistent.
minute, but all right, I'll go.
And then she'll agree to go to the tavern. And I'll show you the next part after.
Sickness in the Marin Woods will soon find its way to our city.
I'll take this post any day over my old one at Haven.
What level are these gauntlets? Level 10, it's pretty good. Look, this was just found like this. It's like, goes to show I think the game will favor the random find thing. Or if you find a random weapon that's good, invest a little time in it and you'll be good. You don't have to worry about it. Oh, he won't talk to me right now. Okay, so while we're here, here's what happens in this part of the story. You're gonna you got that little thing that's asking you to come and talk to them.
Saren, oh, thank thee and praise you've come. It's the Watcher. I don't know what's happened. He's made such strides of late. His faculties returning, but today I found him, well, lapsed. At first I thought it was a figment of my...
He's got one of the coolest
No, he won't eat, not
armors in the
transport,
game.
Speak. His breath is far too shallow.
Fly, Saren. Hope is new.
Okay, so Faith and Flame is the last quest concerning the storyline that's going to be available to you. and we will get on that soon. But here I would like to use my I-core and open up some inventory slots. That will do. Is this little shortcut you can take if you come up here and do that? I'm not sure if I can do it properly. I haven't done it in a long time, but this is like basically you just do that and then you come up here. You can just go down from that side, but I want to show you something else. I think you can come up here. And you jump here. And then there's this little note here that you can take. Also, if that's too hard for you, the actual pathway you can take to that. I made a video about this a long time ago and people gave me crap for not showing the whole thing. This is the way you go. You jump up from that bridge, you jump up on this ledge, and then you come up here. And then you go here. And that's where it is. This area has changed in the coming patch. It's developed into a little study room thing for Danos. So, but this shortcut from Watcher down is useful when you're going back and forth. And yeah, that's another shortcut, I guess. But yeah, drop down easy.
Wouldn't you like to see to the lowland? Yes, it's true. But when the peasant...
Danos workers, Danos architectural study. Yeah, why not? I got all that. What's missing here? I don't really care about this. And neither do I. Yeah, I just have to clean up and then we'll head towards the last part of this story. You can go Plague and Cold. This can go. I should exalt all these things and just have some really OP rings for the co-op beta. That is just so unethical. This ring is changed in the beta. It's not endless climbing anymore. It does something else. I forget. If anyone remembers, just put it in the chat because I don't remember exactly what it did when it was updated. Why am I holding on?
If not us, then who, Sarah?
Bomb damage, yeah, you're right. You know, I've always wanted to do a bomb build. Like this, our jewelry chest. And with that, yeah, that's a lot better. Oh, by the way, let's do this too. Hey, Wicked, are you watching this? Okay, so for everyone who's watching, you hold this up and then do a jump. Let me see. See if I can do it here. Okay, I'm gonna go outside and show you. I learned this from a gamer PTSD channel. She does these like really cool videos with the game. Check her out, gamer PTSD. She just put out a video a while ago, like a couple of days ago. If you're holding this and you jump, why can't I jump? Did you see that jump? That's crazy. So a normal jump looks like this, right? But if you're holding up your torch and then you jump, ooh yeah, you can do like a massive super jump. Look at it. You can use this to reach some areas that you're not supposed to. I'm just gonna do that at another time, but for now, here you can do a super jump with the torch. Just hold your torch and jump the same way you jump. And your character just like goes airborne. All right, let's get on with the rest of our quests. The Faith and Flame part of the story, which takes us back to the mountain pass. Once you do start this mountain pass is going to be a little bit of a higher level than you're used to, I think. Again, it's been such a long time since I've done this. I spend most of my time just running Crucible over and over, just testing builds in the Crucible. And then when the build is done, I'll take it out into the Pestilence zones, which at that point, the build is like so strong that it really doesn't leave me a window of interaction with the mobs or anything. Okay, that's crazy because I remember I did drop down this ladder. That was
done it. They've finally done it. Survived floods and fires, foul by Phelan's finest. They've blocked the few roads that remain. Saved the lift just in that damn next time you're...
So in this game, elements are not tied to your attributes. The way attributes work is that you have a weapon and the weapon has weapon requirements. Like for example, this weapon has a faith requirement and this one has agility and faith. It doesn't matter what rune I put on it, the rune will be amplified by my damage, and my damage is my weapon damage is amplified by my attributes. So Plague can work with whatever attribute you can think of, strength, faith, or intelligence, as long as the weapon you're using uses those attributes to scale. So Plague elements are not tied to a stat. Stats are tied to the weapon type, and then the weapon type's damage is what determines how much damage you get out of the runes, whether it be a plague rune or lightning rune, fire, ice, it doesn't matter. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, let me know. I'll try to explain it better.
Bainbridge himself came down to secure the area and attract others.
Lifts for official use only. If you want to pass, speak with Primus Bainbridge.
So in this part of the story, these guys have basically ruined all of the little shortcuts and whatever you have done for this area in the past. And you're gonna have to go through all of it again. I'm not sure if they do all of them or just some of them pertaining to the starting area, but we'll see. If you recall, we dropped that ladder right on top of the Whisper a long time ago, but it's up now. And these gates were all open, but they're not anymore because these fools have taken over.
Can't you? Feel it in your feet as well. Not a moment too soon, if you ask. None make pass, although
this dude is gonna send you after
trail,
some of his men that have deserted him because he's a bit of a dick and he doesn't even know it. activate this. Pick up some iron. So make sure you have I think there is a little chest here that has something in it. It doesn't? I guess it doesn't. You can just jump them. And not being able to see. Okay, the problem is if you don't have a torch, this is as far as you'll see. You are not going to see the other enemies like when they're charging at you or whatever, but I'll try. And if I die, I'll just come back and I'll kill him again. For a second, I thought I have found something new that I've never seen before. That's a quest item. And it's nothing too special. I think there's a torch in here. Yeah. Just to tease you after you've killed them. It's like, oh, so you needed a torch here? Here you go. Lightning infusion gives you quite a bit of light, but like how much difference the torch makes, and if you hold it up, it's even more. Nice, I missed this digging spot. So one thing about digging, I'm not sure if this the timing is the same in the upcoming co-op patch, but right now if you're playing, if you want to get perfect hits, I think you have to hit your button right after the impact, like this. Not like that. Not like that. Not like that. But I show you again. Like the timing is really funny. fists do a lot of poison damage. There's a path up there. I can't remember where it was. Like, there's a way to go up here. That's not here, I know. Oh, it's up here now. I think I remember. It's up here. If you come back to this cave. Sometimes you get a quest to kill these witches in this cave, and one of them is up here and it just keeps shooting fireballs at you. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you have to time it right when you hear the impact. Then you can, if you are coming back in here for the quest, then you need to do these. This is the way you will reach this platform, which will also be hosting another witch. And then just almost kill yourself. And then you get out of this little cave like this. Into the Wicked, did you see the super jump with the torch? An apple. Imagine if they did gathering things with herbs. You have to perfect pick the herbs. I wonder if people will lose their mind. Have you watched any of her videos, Game PTSD? Oh, I'm a little too late to mention it, but I was... Watch what you can do with this gauntlet. Look how fast you can do. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. You can stutter step forever with this thing. I don't even have the right attributes. I should put some kind of an exit there, but anyway, this is how you make it back out. It's a little bit of
So, justice caught up with the deserters. Fair enough. Saves me the trouble. I'll have my men strip the uniforms from those and I'll inform the Inquisition that my ranks consider my gaze.
No, she's not in the Discord at all.
The deserter's fate. I will inform the Madrigal.
We serve at her pleasure. I can assure you that any others will meet the same end.
No. We will not tolerate any more doubt within your ranks, Primus. Not while we knock on salvation's door.
Discipline takes time. It's earned, not bought.
The born god disagrees. Discipline is forged. It is a tool, molded in flame.
It will not happen again. I assure you.
And sometimes an effigy is needed. The weakness must burn, so the rest will kneel.
Speaker, the sigil of House Spillane is the Phoenix, born of flame. You cannot burn what was born in the ashes. Please, I am a servant of the king. Curse your god. The fire awaits us both.
In time, yes.
Oh, here's Game of Thrones moment for you.
The eye.
Sorry, I was a little late to check Twitch chat, but if you're still here, Max Hippie, yes, the game is 100% worth it. I think for the average player, there's at least about 40 hours of gameplay in here in its current state, like as much of the story that's available. I think at launch it's going to be the game is going to be more expensive. I really think the game should be a full price game at launch with everything that they are planning on doing. So if you do like the game, if you like what you're seeing, I 100% I could not it's funny when people ask me this, I could not recommend any other game with so much certainty. If you do like, there's two things you have to make sure, like if you like Souls-like combat and you like action RPGs and you do have a little bit of time to invest in game systems. If I don't know what your gaming background is, like if you like more of a Diablo style Path of Exile sort of combat, or do you like more Souls-like combat, the game really relies heavily on its combat as an entertainment and engagement tool, and also like obviously it's part of its system. So if those things jibe with you, and if you like the art style, I think the game is I can completely and confidently recommend it. You'll not be disappointed. So like I said, there's at least about 40 hours of gameplay here. That's if you don't want to do anything, like if you don't want to do any exploration, you don't want to engage with crafting, you don't want to play with your friends. If you just want to see the story and get a little bit of combat going and do some daily quests and whatnot, you definitely have 40 hours of gameplay here. So if you hadn't tuned into the fact that these sayers are bad news by now,
You do not belong here, nor do you deserve. It is but a relic. Death.
you got a glimpse of what they're all about just now. You're a crazy rat. He's killed himself. You're not supposed to be coming up here. Or you want to go? I just wanted to open that bridge up for later. From here, the way to go is this way. We will activate this. You'll come here, you drop down this ladder. That will give you access right from that cave. Also this you can do here. You can come up here, go through here. There's a little nice. I got it that time. Ooh. We have some food ready. The siren claw doing. I forgot to change my. I had the other gauntlets on, and I tried to use my runes, and then I was like, "What?" Sorry, that happens. Can you imagine if that will happen to you in your hardcore run? Who was shooting crap at me from up here? The path like to go is down there, but I've always wondered what's going on up here. Like obviously you can go up here, jump on this little pillar, jump up there, and grab that chest. Oh, here's a good place to try that. You saw you can't make that jump normally. But what if we do it like this? Wait. Okay. What a goof. He just jumped up really high, but he didn't. I gotta try this. Oh, my torch. Okay, it's not working. Okay. Anyways, you can go up here and so I'm never going to start a platforming channel. Not for this game, no. So all of that is just for this, just to pick up this thing. There's a big chest, it might be worth it, but yeah, that's all you do here. Then you pull this. You jump onto this. What do? Oh, the screen. There's a little area you can come to and do a little bit of fishing. That area. Don't think you want to jump down there. But this is where it is basically. Through here, where we just started. You can go through here now. But you have to open that gate. You can go through here and go this way. In case you die. I swear this is comedy. So yeah, if you die like that, then you don't have to go through the hole, go up there and go and do the beam balancing. You can just go through here and don't jump, fall to your death here. I lost all my focus. That's a bummer. So these alternating pillars, I guess, you go up, you jump to the side. About that. So, do you guys remember Radigan? The guy you ratted out? He's here.
Don't worry. I've been in holes deeper and cages smaller than this. Aren't bars tight enough? And when I do, you and I will have a nice long talk. God! This enemy is interrupting my work!
It always cracks me up. I keep doing it.
God! This enemy is interrupting my work! God! This enemy is interrupting my work!
The guards don't pay him no attention. You can just harass him as long as you want. Guards. Alright, you're coming up here, and here you speak to the Mad Madrigal. I'm pretty sure at some point we're going to be fighting a torn version of this madrigal, but not yet.
Did you come to Sacred? I've known such men my whole life who talk for hours. I came from nothing. I was no one. All I ever had was purpose. I won't stand by as the people of Caelin perish. They will ask how God saved his faithful. And we will say, he brought down mountains.
In what world did she think this was going to be a good idea?
With many eyes, you see my future. With many hands, you protect my journey. With many eyes, you see my future. With many hands, you protect my journey.
Isn't this game just beautiful?
With many eyes.
Like watching a painting. It's funny because if you look on his armor, he has a dagger. And somehow he's a prisoner. I knew you were gonna say that. Keeper's armor. The second guy is easier. The first one is a little harder than the second one. Correct. This is the first time we killed the boss first try. That's not fair though. These guys are super easy. What's going on here? So I don't recall if you don't kill the first one fast enough, the second one will come down, but if you get them in plague zones, the first one will always call down the second one. No loot. Oh, by the way, this is probably the ugliest and the most OP weapon in the game. It has so much damage. This and Malice are something like people don't use them much, but look at it. This weapon is nuts. If you find it, use it. It doesn't look aesthetically pleasing or anything. It's the same weapon that those spinny dudes use. Just looks like a pickaxe. A bronze pickaxe, but if you find it, use it. Alright, you'll just follow through to find Miss Madrigal. Madrigal the Magical. And you'll find her.
Can you not hear them? I can. Voices of the city.
The city gives me like the Arnhem vibes.
And the clerics singing at Mora Hall. The weaver humming to her loom. The horses in the stables where they're gone. All of them. The Vestals would always say the grace of God is like the sun on your face. There was a moment, this brief moment when I really thought, but no. I don't know where I'm meant to be. Leave me, Serum, before...
You can't attack while you're here. Alright. You can try your hand at going down there. Some people have made it. I'm not sure if they've made it in legitimate ways or with some mods, but I would love to see what it looks like down there. Okay, so it says lever, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And hopefully the game is not bugged. Okay, I was getting worried. All right, so now you have entered the end game loop. And what happens now is if you look on your map, you will see purple area, and it says there's a pestilence outbreak. What you need to do is you go to these areas and You'll kill all the mobs, and then there will be a pestilence zone boss that will show up. So we will do just that. Let's get to... Well, first you have to get back to the rookery. You don't have to, but let's do it.
Maybe it's time you trade in that silly outfit for a uniform.
Why would he care what that old man has to say?
It's a lot more cinematic if you come through here. Because they're all like murmuring and talking about what happened.
Ellsworth will see us free.
The pestilence. It threatens to swallow us all. Randolph's men report outbreaks all over Sakra. Alistair, please. If ever your wisdom was needed, it's now.
He was lucid before, I swear. His mind is like...
So the realms are not going to be online, although they have a cloud version of it. So if something happens to your realm or you lose your local files, there is going to be like a backup, so you don't have to pay for your realms or anything of that sort.
What does it mean?
But for now, if they stick to the same system as what we saw in beta, the realms are both local and on cloud.
If there's an answer, I fear we won't find it here. Far be it for me to command your efforts, Sarah. You must do.
Yes. For two...
And if you uncover any of the foul anatomy, what?
You must bend.
So once you've done this, there is going to be one more option that opens up with the Watcher, and that's Exalt items. This is where you can come, and if you have torn parts, which you will find by killing mobs in pestilence zones, you can exalt any of the affixes and enchantments that you have on your weapon. So let's say we have like gain 18 focus right now. If you exalt it, it will go up all the way up to 25. And then if you exalt all the enchantments that are on your weapon will get a new status called Exalted, and that will increase your weapon's damage. With armor, it will increase your total armor, and with rings, it will give you plus 25% or 15%, I don't recall exactly, to your resistances is what it does. So, but that is going to change in the patch that's coming out, so you don't have to worry about that at that point. But this is how it works at this very moment. Okay, so let's go and see.
It is the...
You can also trade parts, like if you have torn sinew, you can trade it for any of these. Torn effigy is what you will use if you want to clear just the boss in an area. If you burn a torn effigy in a pestilence zone fire, it will immediately reveal the boss. Or if you just want to infect an area and farm it and you have a torn effigy, you'll burn the torn effigy in a regular fire, and that will turn the area into a pestilence outbreak area. you can do one thing is like if you make an effigy and show it to him, you'll get a little bit of like a quest line dialogue happening. But at this point, it really doesn't matter. This is as far as the story will go right now. And I don't think there is going to be any more story content revealed prior to 1.0. How far is the 1.0 release? Common consensus is sometimes 2026, sometimes this year. My personal hope is that it will be sometime 2027, with getting a little bit of an updated content thing just to keep people going during 2026. And I really want them to put all the time that they need into just perfecting the game and have a perfect 1.0 release, because there's a lot that's riding on this. They've already sold 1 million. Very, very impressive for how crowded the market is and how docile they have been on the marketing end. And so let's hope for that. Okay, let me just clean up a little bit. Actually, I shouldn't do that because we're going to go to a pestilence zone, and I should just keep those stuff so I can burn them. So the first area that we got in the shallows, and that's the first area that got infected. Once you come to a pestilence area, I'll show you what's going on. Let's get to it. So this dreaded blue haze, purple haze, purple rain, is what happens when an area is infected by the pestilence. There are a few things you can do here. If you go to a... What are you doing? Where you come from? Let me get some focus from him. What's going on? I can't parry him. Yeah, he can't damage me. Well, now he can damage me? What was going on? Look, I'm parrying him, but I'm not getting focus. He's not damaging me? Okay, I gotta clip this. Yeah, if I don't parry... Or... Yeah. Maybe that's a weird plane thing. I'm at a different plane than him, that's why he's not... If I come down here... Oh, now he's damaging me. Oh, that works now. That's because I was on top of the hits. If I go up here, does he damage me? Oh, he's damaging me now. Anyway, so... You kill these pestilence mobs, and they have a chance of dropping pestilence parts. Now here, burning stuff in pestilence fire. Wood piece. Oh yeah, the wood. Yeah, I think it has something to do with that low elevation. So burning things in fire will increase the pestilence level. There's pestilence level and there's corruption level. Pestilence, the plague intensity, the higher it goes, the more rewards you get out of it. However, if you do it with normal stuff, what happens is corruption level also goes up, and you start getting all these negative things that are happening. Lose 10 focus on damage, lose 100% focus on focus use. Some of them are super oppressive. So the trick is, if you have embers, did I remember this correctly? Yeah, embers will also increase that. So one trick is you clear the area, and when the boss is revealed, then you burn stuff, so you don't waste too much time just fighting mobs with these, well, all these like negative attributes. To do your clearing, And then once you've cleared the area, then call the boss down. And then go burn it and then try your hand at beating the boss. The other thing is if you burn torn parts instead of regular things, your corruption level will not go up. And makes it a lot easier to deal with enemies that way. I think there's one enemy up here that counts as part of this zone, and I'm not sure. I will try. I think this guy, I think he still counts, but if you pass the bridge, it doesn't count. Yeah, that part doesn't count. That was totally intended, by the way. I wanted to get hit there. Shortcut. What the heck? Oh yeah, I shouldn't be going up there because I don't think... Hey. Give me more. That's nuts. It's a good way to practice. Oh no 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 no. That was a rare instance of two of them attacking at the same time. Here. Do we get new embers with the car? Where'd you hear that one? That's what I'm wondering about. Unofficially, my answer is yes. That's what I suspect. There was some information that was divulged on Discord that clearly indicates something of that sort happening. So yeah, I think we are getting new embers. I think there's embers that are, and they have different functions. I think there's one that's going to let you extract. The other one is going to let you make an item into a plagued item. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of new embers that I think is going to be part of the release. Okay. So once the boss is out, what you can do is... That's nuts. He usually doesn't chase you this far. You can come here. Are gauntlets your favorite weapon? Yes, sir. Gauntlets are and will always be my first love. But that being said, I do enjoy every weapon that's in the game, and I think of 144 weapons that are out there, it's very hard to say that say like what is best, because there's so much variety even within the categories that I think you can find, at least even if it's not usually your style, you can probably find one weapon within each category that you can be like, that's my favorite weapon. But if I were to choose, like, what I personally really enjoy playing with is the gauntlets, because again, like I said this the other day, like, for me, gaming goes all the way back to side scrollers and, like, you know, side scrolling beat 'em ups, to be exact. So this like has sort of a nostalgia value to me, and I remember when Streets of Rage was supposed to be turned into a 3D game, and there was a game that came out on PS1. It was called Fighting Force. Fighting Force was basically supposed to be Streets of Rage, but they had a fallout with the publisher, so they ended up publishing it for PlayStation. It was supposed to be published on Sega Saturn at the time, and I used to love that game. So, and this, looking at characters from this perspective, because it's kind of close to that, it really brings back a lot of good memories for me. So yeah, I enjoy gauntlets probably more than any other weapon in the game, but that's not to say that there are no other weapons in this game that I truly enjoy playing with and having fun with. There's so much to play with. That's the takeaway. Yeah, it's really a personal thing. You have to figure out which one of these weapons is just like a menagerie of different weapons. You get into it like, wow, this weapon does this, and then you get into swords, and then you start experimenting with all the swords, and you're like, oh, there's so much variety. And at first you're like, I like this sword, and then it comes up another sword. It's like, for example, I've had a little bit of time with one-handed swords, but then a couple of days ago on stream, when I had just started this series, I had an Azure blade, and someone is like, it's a really good, it's the best, it has the best weapon move set. And I was like, what do you mean? It's like, do the run attack. And I do the run attack, and it has this like really nice lunge, and I'm like, that's nice. It's like, no, do it more. Which is like basically what happens with that blade. And a lot of weapons in this game have that property that if you start an animation in run attack, then it starts you and it starts a different moveset, and it turns into a really nice moveset. I'm like, wow, I didn't know this. But like, probably is true for a lot of weapons in the game. Like, I have not spent extensive time with all of the 144 weapons in the game to know that, but the variety and the move sets at this stage, even like this is, I think we're gonna have more weapons by the time the game is released, but even right now there's just so much to play around with. Yeah, that's interesting, because my first character in WoW when I used to play was a rogue too, and it would definitely be interesting if they bring back that playstyle, which I think they will. With the classes, we are surely going to get some kind of a stealth class. Like, you have to, you can't put class system without the rogue system. Yeah, you can burn stuff, and like you see, if I burn a torn sinew, I don't get any corruption going up. But if I burn anything else, like an amber, see how like I got all those the corruption level going up. So we're at corruption level 10. Healing is decreased. Damage taken is increased. Damage taken, enemy damage is increased. Movements. I don't want to lose these. So what I will do is I'm going to burn all these stuff. Oh, keep that. That's a good one. This is the hoarder in me talking. Like, I don't need to keep any of these things. I should just burn them. But, Shattered Sun. Also another really, really good weapon. I'm not a huge two-handed sword guy, but this is definitely a good weapon. The Rusty Kopesh. Amazing. Okay, I think we're gonna have to burn this and call it a day. And burn some. Yeah, so as you see, the higher the level goes, dual wield crossbows. Thanks for joining, Steve. Good to see you always. You use torn material. Don't say that in my chat. Don't do that. We don't do that, boys and girls. We do this proper. Don't matter if we're gonna get embarrassed and die in front of my huge audience. But I'm no B. Hoi! I should have read that. I lost all my focus. What a cheap ass. Oh, I also have some points to spare here. This gets a little bit more damage. Focus? Not really. Health is always good. Health is the best tank stat in this game. It's replenishable, it's regainable, and it's just all around the best. Holy, that thing is two-shotting me, eh? Okay, okay. Challenge accepted. Also, let this be a reminder. Don't do this. Because what's gonna happen is if you get stuck here and you can't beat the boss, you're gonna have to go to the Crucible and grind Crucible and get the Seneschal to clean up your mess. So yeah, don't do this. As I said, I'm a masochist and I'm also salty. Okay, let me sit up and put my mic aside because no room for a mistake. The way I have my setup here, I just have my legs all the way on top of my screen, just laid back. I will get him. Watch me. I'm gonna show him. But what did I do? Let me just double check what's going on here. This is like... Okay, I see you guys typing. I'm in the chat and I know you're enjoying this. Enjoying my ass get kicked. Lose 100% focus. Enemies... Oh, it has attack speed increase. That's what's going on. Damage taken. God damn, what have I done? Alright. Alright, it's doable. And if it's not doable, well, we'll That's crazy. His timing is so off. I'm gonna have to dodge. Yeah, doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop, doop. What? I got no focus for that. What the heck? Or did I just like lose all my focus for the attack there? Okay, well, I guess the only focus attack that makes sense to use is I can't really heal either. Holy shit, he's taking all that. I'm not dying to you, bastard. Haha! I told you I'll get him. I got him. I just had to sit up. And so attack speed is really interesting when enemies get an attack speed buff. That throws off your timing, especially with attacks that have a huge wind up like the ones that he does. All of his attacks have wind up, so like under normal circumstances makes it easier as a react parry, but with the amount of attack speed bonus that he had, it almost made it so that I couldn't parry on reaction. I had to actually time it, which, you know, this is by reason why you die a few times and then that's it. So the reward for doing it on the hardest difficulty is that you get more material out of it. And get rid of that. So these are the torn materials. Torn sinew, torn marrow, and torn husk. Dredge just came when I died. Yeah, I was getting my ass kicked. We did kill the end game boss first try, but okay, this and I should, when you do that, you should always read what those things are. So like first I wasn't even expecting to lose all my focus, so then I realized once I do parry him, I need to use my highest cost rune for it to be worth anything. And also the most important part is the fact that he had an attack speed boost, making the parry timing completely different. You'd think 10% maybe it's not much, but what the heck. What is I? Sorry, just a second, boys. I'll double check something. Do you know who I cannot parry? Is these guys. Also, torn parts is what you need in order to level up your weapons past level 12. So that is one of the most important usages for torn parts. If you are trying to which is throwing crap. Was that a homing missile? What the heck? Like, hit me right in my butt. Yeah, I have to go around because I can't reach this guy through here. I have to come up here anyway. I'm gonna kill this one first. It's so satisfying when you can just stun block these annoying little. What are we even doing here? I want to go back to town. Alright. We'll go to town and see if we can. What? Did you see that? That was funny. Sorry, I just got a work email. Right, I was doing this. Alright, that'll be alright. Okay. Okay. Best single-handed weapon in the game, bar none. I don't even have the right attributes, I think. Yeah, it's pure agility, but it's pure ownage at the same time. See if we can show you. It's good reach. Pulling down your friends. All right. So that is the one activity you can do as your end game loop, and the other one would be Crucible, of course. So this is why you want multiple realms to have, and you probably want to learn how to fast track your realms, because
I don't know if you just know.
if you want to upgrade your weapons past level 12, which this one is, you're going to need torn parts. Do I need torn parts for this? Do I? Malformed skull I need, which I... all game long I haven't found a single skull. This is crazy. Yeesh, sometimes has it. I wonder if I can get it from...
Daily drills, but perhaps
maybe
it wasn't
Irmgard
enough.
sells her.
Perhaps it was never enough.
This looks fun. It is fun. This is an amazing game by my measure. What did I try? Or where is it?
Is your faith stronger than
We like you.
What if one of these...
Well,
Isn't it weird that I have basically gone through the entire campaign and not found a single malformed skull? Doesn't make sense.
these are my scissors. No, these are my scissors.
Go outside.
All right, so whatever you don't need, or alternatively, you can try enchanting them. Do keep in mind that enchanting is quite expensive in the upcoming patch. Right now, it's pretty cheap. Pick bow.
what more proof?
If not us, then who, Saren?
Is it trying to go in here? Is that why it's not picking it up?
Beat a path of...
Let's activate it here. Not bad. Not bad at all. I think you should not have problems on a 5700. I am also using a Radeon, and it's fine. Just turn down, make sure you turn down your motion blur, and the game is gonna look 1,000 times better and smoother. No worries.
Your true armor is your will.
I'm just going to check Ermgard and see if she sells, because she sells all these parts. I just want to see if she has the one malformed skull that I need.
I pity the cities alike.
Don't break.
Thank you, Sarah.
Marin's. What do I do when the and when the darkness I make? I'm always glad to see you again, Saren. You carry hope in your wake. You have come far.
So she did have them. If you are missing body parts, come to Ermgard and she will trade you the ones that you need for the ones that you have, and that will help you with your upgrades if you're having a hard time with a single piece of a requirement.
The mount. Oh, gladly.
There's also this dude here if you haven't been here yet. Yeah, you're gonna have a blast with this game. Here's the thing, I think this is one of those games that if you like them, if you like what you've seen, it's not going to disappoint you when you play it. In fact, you're gonna get more than your money's worth once you get into it and you really get to know the systems and the combat starts to click for you. The game rewards you in the best possible way. Can you imagine just walking into someone's garden while they're working, just digging their ground, picking up their potatoes like it's nobody's business, and just like, hey, thanks a lot, man, bye bye, thanks for the potatoes, keep growing them for me.
What you could say.
So on January 22nd, what we're getting is obviously the co-op ability, so you can play with your friends. And then there's a lot of system changes that are coming, including weapon updates, enchantment updates. The combat system is also it's not getting a rework, but it's going to be affected by these changes. As far as story content goes, we're not getting anything on January 22nd. The story content is going to stay the same, but the way you play the game is going to change. So if you're a returning player, the game is going to feel a lot different. So there's a lot to do if you like to explore combat, but as far as game content goes and like story content, no. All right, so we can, will there be more story content later on? My understanding from what the devs have said publicly is that sorry, I'm just reading two chats at the same time. So what the devs have said so far about story content is that until 1.0 is very unlikely that we will get more. So the story is probably going to be what it is right now. Now, if that decision is going to change, if their development is going to be going into a longer development phase than what they have planned, that's still, you know, we don't know about that. But as far as we know from what they've told us so far, as this is as much as you will get from the story, and the rest is going to be released with the 1.0. Whereas basically, but between here and then, there are big updates that are coming. So there's going to be a job system that's going to come in. Classes are also going to change. Things like enchanting and crafting, as I believe they're going to turn into fully fledged jobs. And then there's also going to be skill trees. So a lot will happen between here and 1.0. But as far as the story goes, this is the story. Level increase, they also haven't said anything about it, but again, between now and then they might make some changes. Like they might do incrementally increasing difficulty level with the end game loop. Say you clear the pestilence zone once, and the second time when the pestilence comes, it's going to be harder. Like the enemies are going to be higher level, more damage. This is by no means, this is not confirmed. This is just conjecture on my end. So if they do something like that, they will obviously have to increase the level. But right now, where it stands with the enemies that you have to deal with, the level is at 30.
I've always made blades, but it used to be. Now,
I have a repair rune. I shouldn't be using that. What do I want to do? Okay, so let's just do a crucible run. It's going. Oh, I wanted to upgrade. Where's my weapon? And now with the skulls, I can upgrade. I don't have silver. That's crazy. How much silver did that take from me? I can't believe I'm spending all this silver on upgrading this. Well, it's a good weapon and it's doing its job. Attack damage increase. That's good. Okay, so after this, the upgrades are going to... Did I sell it? Did I? I'm gonna throw... Well, I don't know what to say, boys. Yeah, we don't have this option yet. We don't have a buyback option. I was reading chat and anyways, well, my gauntlets are gone and I don't know what to do now. Maybe we can go back to this thing. This is a level 4. Having a level 4 weapon at level 30 content is not going to work. Well, room damage increased by 6%. Okay, give me a second to get over this. I'm trying to think about. Okay, we have a whole bunch of these. So let's say if we can make a decent weapon out of this. X speed is not bad, but this is definitely bad. That's also really, really bad. It's also bad because I already have one of that. This I can deal with, no problem. Now, this is not exactly a good enchant on these, but I have some stuff like this that I can use. We can use that.
May your will be half as strong as my work.
It's just this is now it's useless because I don't have lightning damage. That's fire.
Man's best friend is a blade.
I have offline progress now. We'll save for the update or a wipe. We'll continue if I want to play this. That I've been calling me. So what they've said is all your saves right now, all of your that's called the live. If you're playing right now and you're saving, all of your saves are going to carry over into the update. You're not going to lose anything, so don't worry about it. Just play and get your realms ready. At least the best thing you can do is to progress the realm so you have another realm to farm for materials.
May your will be half as strong as my work.
The problem is now I also lost my the runes that I had.
So it falls to us to know the chosen or cursed. It does not matter. Let us prove we are up to the task.
I want to see the map, please, because I'll cover all the. Yeah, I can show you the map there. I'm a little peeved to losing my main weapon, so trying to figure out the hell I'm going to do. So this is the map. Is there a particular area you want to look at? Well, I mean, here's the thing. If I've lost my main weapon to that shite, I think I deserve to go to my main realm and just pick something from there. Because that's the only thing I can think about. Because I'm just like, my whole thing is just ruined right now. Yeah, it's very hard to like miss chunks of the map if you're just following the story. I think the story does a really good job at taking you to all the places that you need to go. Hey, no problem. Happy to help. Can't believe I sold my gauntlets like that. Ridiculous. What do I have in here? That's a good one. I'm gonna take that for now. What level is it? I'm just gonna have to infuse it because I don't think I can. I could, I just don't wanna. I don't wanna roll for lightning. Very unlikely that I'll get it. Let me just double check here. Hey, good luck with your exam. You're gonna ace it. I'm believing you. Lightning anywhere? Swear I have lightning somewhere. Not a single lightning. What about daggers? Do I have lightning daggers? No lightning here. This has lightning. Maybe that's a blessing in disguise. You've watched this entire time playing with gauntlets. Maybe it is time for a change of pace. You just gotta find bow. You guys want to see bows? Hell no. Bows are completely reworked. Do that, I guess. Hey, you got 4 builds. So what are your builds? How do I have all that? Many hours. I've probably sold more weapons that I own. Yeah, two-handed something with light. Spears are one-handed. Oh, how about this? You guys want to give it a try? Let's give that a shot. This is gonna be totally different, but am I heavy now? That's a problem. This thing is pretty heavy. Holy, look at it. What daggers are you using for your physical daggers? Brothers Keepers, Rogue Messers, Ash Soothed Daggers. I think that's about it. Unless you're using the legendary daggers, the bleeders. Where is there? Why can't I find what I want? Guess I'm gonna have to go with these ones. What? Oh, it gives me fire right away. Fire gear? Maybe I should get. Oh yes! I'll take it, baby. Yeah, it's a red carpet. Oh, the carpet in front of the hold on. These are you talking about the carpets in front of the cupboards? Those carpets? So those carpets, if you come to your thingy here, if you go here and if you change that, see, it changes, it puts a carpet in front. So if you have a box and say it has armor in it, you'll come to that, it says type, check that to armor, and it puts an armor right in front of it. If there's also other options you can do weapons. So depending on which tag you choose, the carpet in front of the box is going to change. Yeah, Bleeder's Delights are really, really good. They actually have one of the best dagger runes on them. Go back and set up the runes because we lost all of our runes. Make this build playable again. Be a little different, but this realm is bugged. I can't move around in it like I'm rubber banding. Yeah, those carpets, if you have a lot of chests just scattered around your house, it can really help you.
I felt the aura.
Just make sure I'm not going to sell my weapon again. Let's get rid of that. And I have trimmer wave. And we'll have, well, since we're here, we'll go with Skyfall. Ash. And we'll go with Break Rush. Where's Break Rush? And for this, usually you want a gap closer, but I think we'll be fine with Buster Riff.
Make the world your weapon.
Okay, let's go back to our normal round.
I guarantee. What more proof do you need?
Alright, sorry, I had to pick answer a phone call. Alright, so since the game cheesed me, I cheesed the game back and we used a few embers. We got our lightning infusion back. And let's as it is with all my streams in this series, we try our hand in the Crucible. I like that weapon because, yeah, the one that I was using it's basically a Muay Thai weapon, and it's my favorite gauntlet. So now I have to get used to this weapon's animation. Oh, that's what I forgot. I forgot to change my I was wondering why am I not doing any damage. So my attributes are completely different. I have split attributes now. I have to get rid of the attributes I have here so I can do some proper damage. Okay. Here we go. It used to cost you embers to get into the Crucible. How did you go to the next level up there? What do you mean? In the Crucible? You just you have to clear the area and then you go to the next level. So as soon as you clear, you will go to the next level. What the heck? Oh, the witch killed him. Serves you right. And they're strong. They're already kicking my ass. No, this is not hardcore. This is just unspoken difficulty. The best effect? It's hard to say. If I had to pick one, I think lightning and fire are probably up there. If you want to go with like a normal play style, but if you wanted to go with freeze and shatter style, probably freeze is the strongest element. Also because it works really well on bosses, you can just freeze bosses and kill them. How can you donate? Oh, to my channel? I haven't thought about putting a donation thing up yet because honestly I'm not looking for monetary gains out of here. All of the money I'm making on YouTube is going to a charity, but I will put a donation link if I do get followers on Twitch. I just wanted to see if I will actually get anybody interested in watching this on Twitch. A lot of people watch on YouTube where they're OGs and they just follow the channel for a while, but yeah, I'll put a donation link. I just started streaming on YouTube, so I didn't think, I thought it was kind of out of character just be like, hey, I'm here, donate to me. Not that I wouldn't appreciate it, I definitely appreciate it. So I didn't think about it, so later I'll put up a donation thing and you can use that to donate. Much they're gonna get blown up. Plague and Fire build is super interesting. You can definitely go for Plague and Fire build. What happens is Plague. Of course, how do I say your name? Dimkeist or Dimkeist? I will definitely, after this stream is over, for the next ones, I will put a donation link for tomorrow, because I will be streaming tomorrow and the day after too, so I'll put it. But to get back to that question, yes, Fire and Plague is super strong. Especially in the coming patch, because what's gonna happen is you can get facets on weapons, which means they will basically have okay, before I say what they are, right now there are weapons that have what I would call an indigenous infusion. right? Like the weapon already has, there are some weapons that have elemental infusions on them. You don't have to get it as an enchantment. So for example, if you get the Caretaker's Staff, it is already infused with plague. In the next patch, what's going to happen is most weapons, well, I mean not most, all weapons have a chance of having an infusion as a facet. So there are going to now the opportunities as far as like making builds around elemental interaction like is just out the window. Like there are so many opportunities that are going to open up now. Before, you could only do it with certain weapons that had indigenous infusions, like the Cinder and Stone Hammer, for example. It had fire on it. It's natively infused with fire, and it has like fire runes on it. So what you could do is you would infuse it with plague. Now the weapon will do plague damage, so you would inflict plague damage, and then you would use your fire runes to do fire damage, and you would do huge amounts of damage. So yeah, ice infusion on gauntlets, yeah, it's really good because you can get like a lot of fast hits in, and then there's an enchant that gives you health gain on frozen enemies, and it's based on hit. It's per hit, not damage. So with fast hitting gauntlets, you can really stack up your health quickly. Is there autosave? Yes. Every time you log out, it saves. I also believe every time you go from one zone to another, it's auto saves on its own. So yeah, there's autosave. You don't need to save in this game. Everything is just saved on its own. Oh yeah, facets are going to be amazing, especially if you like to tinker around with your builds and all that. You're gonna love it. And this is why this rune is amazing. Everybody talks about how Buster Rift is like the best rune, and undoubtedly it is very strong in certain situations that I showed you before. If I understand, the 22nd make my lightning fist do fire as well. No, that's not changing. So here's how it works. You can only do one type of elemental damage with your weapon, with your weapon's normal attacks. What you can do is you can infuse your weapon with an element. Say you put what do you call it? You put lightning infusion on your gauntlets, and now your weapon is doing lightning damage. But what you can do is you can put fire runes on it, and then the fire rune will do fire damage, but your weapon is always going to be doing lightning damage. Yeah, you're talking about rising fist. It's a rising sun or rising fist. I actually have that on my Ryu build. If you'll go on my YouTube channel, and I think it's it's not the latest one, it's the one before the last build. It's called Ryu's build, and I think you'll like it if you like Street Fighter. Yeah, co-op is going to be fun. If you've had friends that have been waiting to play this with you, all of my friends have chewed through all the content multiple times. They're not really super excited about co-op. But it's co-op was a lot of fun when we tried the beta. It just opens up a lot of opportunities to just like cheese your friends and have lots of fun. Would be nice. So that lightning Hadouken is fixed. So come January 22nd, and that rune is going to hit all the mobs perfectly. Right now it's bugged. It misses a lot, and usually it doesn't miss if it's a large enemy, but if you're using it against smaller enemies, yeah, it does miss a lot, but that's fixed, so you don't have to worry about it. That build, that rune is completely viable now. Lightning damage does splash damage once it builds up completely. So if you look, when you're hitting, there's always a bar underneath enemies' health bar, depending on the damage that you're using. Once that bar fills up, then there's an effect for lightning. When you fill up that bar, then you'll have a lightning that will bounce between enemies and do more damage. See, like when you fill it up, then you'll have like a bouncing. What the heck? That's why I didn't want to go up there. That is exactly why I didn't want to do that. You come up those vines, and he will charge you before you can get up there. Yeah, that mob is pretty annoying. He's here. Look at him. Yeah, payback. I'm also getting used to these gauntlets. How can you donate? You can donate tomorrow. Like I said, I just started this stream today, and I wasn't too sure if I was going to get anyone watching. Most of my viewers are on YouTube, so tomorrow, so I'll put up a donation link. I also thought it wouldn't be prudent to just like on the first on my first stream put donate to me. No, don't go to YouTube. Stay here. There's no thing there. Stay. I'm trying to get people to because there's a thing. There's a content creators program that I'm trying to get in, and I need to have like 20 concurrent viewers at least on my streams. It's easier to do it on Twitch than YouTube. So stay here. I'll put up a donation link tomorrow. Isn't that a problem with gauntlets? The good thing about the update is that you can backstab all of these guys. Get out of here. Ooh. Yeah, there's one problem with lightning effect is that it really messes up with your screen. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about doing this on Twitch at all, but then I saw the creators program and they want 20 concurrent viewers, so I thought I'll just start on Twitch and see if we can start a little bit of a following here. Backstab animation, the soup leg is just amazing. It's so rewarding. I'm stuck. How you like that? I hate that freaking mob. They're so cheap. Same time tomorrow. I'm going to be on around 6 o'clock EST, Eastern Standard Time. Do we want to do that? You're asking? What's the purpose of experience potions at 30? No, I hit 30 not too long ago. This is the first time I'm broadcasting this on Twitch, but on YouTube this would have been our episode 8. We started with a brand new character and we went through the entire campaign and tried to give as many game tips to new players as possible, because, well, the 22nd we're gonna have a lot of new players coming in, so I thought I'll do a little series just to show things to people. Yeah, so it was on my Dan hour thing. There's nothing else I usually use, so it's just stuck there. Am I gonna do a hardcore run? I can do a hardcore run. It's not something that I ever really got into, because I thought, like, there's really not a real... Do I have a bow on me? Like, the game doesn't really reward you for it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I can do... I have thought about it. I actually thought about doing a hardcore run just to see how fast I can do it. It should be interesting. There's this one bug in the Crucible right now where these guys can end up right up there, so always have a bow or some kind of a ranged weapon on you. Bow easy mode. Die. I have never tried Scream. It should. A lot of things do knock them down. It's just like sometimes you end up getting the knights with the shield up there and they have a lot of poise defense and you can't knock them down and you just have to restart your run, and it's really, really annoying. yeah, definitely. Like after this series, what we're going to do actually, if you guys follow me and just keep watching, after the 22nd, we're going to do a lot of different stuff with a lot of different content creators for this game, and running hardcore co-op is going to be one of them. So stay tuned, stick around. There's a lot that's going to happen with the channel, especially with this game. So one tip I can tell you is that if you are in a Crucible and you're choosing your echoes, and this goes for the next patch too, sometimes you have lightning infusion or any kind of infusion on your weapon. And how did you... Fire ring? Which fire ring? Sorry bro, I couldn't see you. What I was saying is, let's say right now I have lightning infusion, and then this looks useless because I already have lightning infusion, but it's not, because if you take this, then there will be other echoes that are connected to lightning, and then there's another, the final one, that it increases your lightning damage based on how many lightning echoes you have. It increases the chances of you actually finding those echoes. So if this ever comes up, take it. These mace guys are super strong and they're very dangerous. The mace ones that have the double, the two-handed mace, the ones that parry, they don't hit you as hard. But the ones that have the two-handed mace, they also have this like frenzy mode that they go into, and they can stagger you to death before you can do anything. The ones that are holding it with single hand, the hammer mace thing, they're not so bad. But these, the two ones that are here, like that was the worst combo you can come up to. The two with the double thing is just like... and figure out. Of course. Doesn't die.
Like this place.
You see how much damage that fire does? It's not the camera shit. I can't see anything because of that stupid lightning thing. Like every time I don't have camera shake, it's that lightning that's throwing me off, and I legit thought that witch was dead. It's messing up with my vision. I have to stop taking those. See, I don't have it. It's just or maybe I have camera shake. After the update, a lot of things. Let me just double check. if I have camera shake, I'm gonna pull my hair. That's what's going on. Damn it. You were right, thank you. Rip. Okay, now I can play. So after the co-op beta, a lot of things got reset, and that's why. What is going on?
It's like this place is burrowing inside my mind.
Okay. Time to pay attention. Adjustment period is over. Probably eat something. I really miss my grove binders, but sadly I sold them by mistake. Be careful with these mobs. Their AI is set so that every opportunity they get to throw you off of a ledge, they will try to do it. It's really cheap, but it is what it is. Once you know they try to do that, you just learn not to put yourself in that kind of danger. As soon as they realize they can leap and throw you off, they will do it. Who's alive? Yeah, I like it. I know a lot of people, when they first start doing the Crucible, they find it really annoying. But I think that's kind of like part of the whole Crucible experience. It's supposed to be the hardest content in the game, right? And the name is on it, Crucible. It's supposed to forge you into something tough. And no matter how many times you do Crucible, because it's so unforgiving, and you saw, like, I mean, given my build is not complete and my armor is all like, realistically right now you want everything to be level 16, right? But not that it's not doable, it's completely doable. You just have to be super careful. The problem being, like, I get 1-2 shot it. And I have to just be careful. See, normally in the game, the cost of parrying just the benefits of parrying outweighs the cost by a whole lot, that you can always just like risk it. Because parrying is never 100% thing unless you keep practicing all the time. Do you know if shield enchants affect main weapon? Right now they do, yes. So if you have increased you can put increased damage on your shield, and that will increase your weapon damage. Same as bows. So if you have like bow damage increase, that applies to your weapon too. After 20 seconds, it might be different. I have to check, because like I had a very short time testing in the beta, and this isn't one of the things I tested. So we will. I don't suspect it's going to change. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be the same, so yeah. Which is also part of the reason why single-handed weapons were always just superior to two-handed, because you could get double enchants on them basically, like say like wands versus staffs. They could have damage increase on your shield and your wand and get a whole lot more damage that way. Hey Laban, how are you doing? Just almost at the end of our stream right now. Just trying to see if we can get to the Echo Knight on level 30 with what I would call subpar equipment. Like if you look at my gear, it's only we got level 8, level 12, level 12. Doing this on at level 30, being in the Crucible, you want to be minimum level 12 on all your gear, and then if not 16. If you want to do it like consistently, that is. You see what he's trying to do? He's trying to like go around and just push me down. Little shit. They can get annoying at first, but like once you know what they're up to, you don't give him a chance. Look at him. Look at him. You see? They like try to circle you and tackle you so you fall down. It's just funny. Once you know what the AI is trying to do, you just like give him the go around. And they're just like... Oh, there's more. Oh yeah, the 22nd is just like... At first I wasn't so hyped about it, especially because we saw what was in the beta. I was really just interested in like all the new possibilities, but then last night Snap just like randomly shows up in the middle of the Discord channel and starts like giving us all these like little snippets about everything that's been changing, and it's like okay, there's going to be more to it. No, if your build is only having problem with max level pestilence spots, like do you mean like max corruption level? case you haven't mentioned, these guys are probably, they've been nerfed in the upcoming patch, but they catch you with that, you're dead. Yeah, if your build is having problems with like a max level corruption, Levon, that's not an indication of the build being bad. Max level corruption is just something, depending on the downsides that you get, it's really meant to test your skill as a player. It's kind of like it's the hardest, you know. If you just go back, if you watch the stream, for example, when we tried to do the shallows today on max level corruption, and I didn't read the downsides because I was a little too confident in my skills, and then Sigurd's vow started just like kicking my ass, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? Why do I keep missing? So I go back and I read it. It turns out, well, one of the downsides was that you lose all your focus on focus loss, which means I can't use my tremor wave anymore. I have to just make sure I have enough focus so that I can use the Buster Rift instead, because otherwise I'm just losing. And then the other thing was it gave the boss a 10% attack damage. No, it gave it 15% attack damage, and it gave it a 10% attack speed, which means all of the parries that you can usually do on reaction are now timed. So that was the reason, that was one of the reasons why I was just like getting my ass handed to me. So max level corruption and having a hard time in max level corruption is no indication of a problem with your build. It's just there are certain combinations that can really leave your build pretty useless. Like if you do, for example, if you do a stagger build, which I have a video of it, and this is one of the things I mentioned in that, if you do like a stagger based build and then you on max corruption, you get these bosses that are basically immune to stagger at high health, then your build is just basically like, what am I doing, right? So it's not really the build, it's how max corruption works. Look, he's gonna... Their AI is so funny, I like it. Okay, this stamina debuff is kind of punishing if I'm missing. I can't really afford it. Yeah, those the stagger buffs is crazy. Gonna farm these things. Okay. All right, this is not bad. Okay, maybe it's time for me to sit up and not mess it up on this last level. Hey, I like them apples. Let's not risk it. Okay, we made it to the Echo Knight fight. And let's see. So here you can risk and take these, and sometimes you can get good ones, and sometimes you can get really, really bad ones. The smart thing to do for me here would be to not take these, because this is a pretty good setup and doing a lot of damage, right? But sometimes it's about fun, so you'll take it. What's he doing? No! Oh, bullshit. I had him. That was a good fight. That is... I had him. I had him. That was a perfect fight, almost. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, when you're trying to do this with subpar animations, that's what happens. I also, that was like a one hit. I think my character had healed. I was expecting to, even if I get like hit, I'll probably have enough to get up and parry his next one, but no, that wasn't to be. Well, what time is it? Let me double check. Maybe we've got time. Okay, you know what? Since it's the first stream on Twitch, I will try this one more time. Yeah, on level 30, it does a lot of damage. Level 30 doing this with this kind of gear. is not advisable, but it's doable. I should have not healed in there if I were to be honest with you, because I could have just, like, I was in no immediate danger. I could have just dodged his next attack or parry it, but I'll try to do this fast. Did he jump down that thing? See, even these like trash mobs do a ton of damage in this. And this guy, if I get hit by that, I'm dead. Mm-hmm. Who do we have here? Who do I want? This guy. This first. Oh, nice dodge. I don't want to jump there because like these enemies also, they have to fix this. These is like ledge camping and ladder camping in this game is just out of the ordinary. What happens is like I can jump that space, I'll land, but as soon as I initiate the jump, he's also going to initiate his charge attack, and once I land, he's just going to like unleash a barrage of attacks on me. And because there is like a recovery associated with the jump, I'll never get to do anything. I'll just die. Okay, that's one way. Also, never forget this chest here. Sometimes there's some good loot in it. Oh, it's so tanky. I'm so weak. I have to kill one at least. Where'd that come from? Look at that. That's called the dodge parry. Okay, get out of my face. Pissing me off now. What? Everything is a boss fight now. I'm so weak. Come down. Are you kidding me? No, I'd be pretty stuck. Well, somebody got an A. Congrats, my friend. Told you can do it. Repair. Offerings. Word. Okay, I'm going to skip 2 chambers here. Don't do that if you're doing this. Damage increase, less damage, I'll do that. I'll take that. That's it. Isn't a whole lot, but this shall do. Okay, that's not bad. That's actually not bad at all. Okay. The gore in this game, top notch. You missed it, Wicked, but I got cheesed by Echo Knight. I almost had a perfect no-hit fight, and then decided to heal myself, and the rest is streaming history. Wee. Die, I'm not gonna take a chance with you. Okay. Increase healing. Yep. 10% more damage, or that. Let's go for a more defensive option. Yeah, there's a chest. You should never miss that chest. It always has good stuff in it. Okay. Yeah, you scream. Take that. What's up? Payback, you dick. What the F is going on here? Like this. You know what? This is for cheesing me. Catch these nuts. Yeah, you like that? And here's for all the players that do cheese. Made them cry. Alright, let's see if he has anything good in here. If you really want to appreciate the art style of this game, go to my YouTube channel and I have some videos of it in third person. And then you can... I'm not gonna say it's better. I like this, and this is one of the reasons why I got attracted to this game was the isometric style. But once you look at it in first person, it just gives you a new appreciation for the level of detail they have put into certain stuff. It is so good. Like, what you would expect from this, if a game is made in an isometric view like this, there's a lot of stuff that they don't have to worry about as far as like fine details goes, because you never get to see it. But then when you go into third person and you see that you don't see any shortcomings like that, it makes you really appreciate how much work and effort has actually gone into this game. I think this game is like truly one of a kind. I'm not gonna say it's genre defining, because it's going to cause a seismic shift in what people expect out of RPGs and just like games in general, because the production value for this game from out of an indie game developer, just out of this world. I think any publisher would love to pick this up, and just with a little bit of a marketing campaign, this thing is gonna sell at least 6-7 million copies on a bad day. But let's hope they will stay independent and they can do exactly what they want to do with this game, because there's a lot of good things that it's gonna happen, and you're gonna love it as a player. Okay, I think that's it for today's stream. It was fun. It was great streaming on Twitch, some new faces, and making some new friends. I will be on tomorrow around the same time. I'll see if there's anything other than going through Crucible or anything that we can try. But if you are tuning in tomorrow, if there's anything special you want me to do, if there's anything you want me to test, if you have any questions, do show up, let me know. I probably have enough equipment to test most of the stuff that you're curious about. It will be fun. Thanks everyone for watching, and hopefully I'll get to see you again. Have a great night, depending on where you are in the world, and stay safe. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.